Immediately able to reinforce from a moment's notice off to the sides, but they're trying to pop their way in. Cloud9 have open access towards it, but again that horn is revealing quite a lot. The trades seem to be impeccable here. Vct getting ahead of themselves as Cloud9 in control completely for this pistol round. King left to see if he can pull off a miracle. King is delivering one. King cannot be stopped. And that pistol round win rate is going to keep on stacking high, leaving net into this 1v2, but from on high, it's King with the pistol round ace.
That is absolutely...
That was his get out of jail card. Still his players skipping all over the place here, trying to take the fight active towards him as well. That trade is in sight. Vic ISOs it. Lovely movement with the hop up, not quite punished for it.
Giannis has got to do a little bit better than that when the kills are offered to him that easy. C9 get themselves into a really nice position. Nobody particularly in position to even contest on these flanks. They're sending one from each location.
Big map too. It's going to take them a while, I think.
To be honest, just play for exits at this point,
Yeah,
right? You're covering,
like it, isn't it?
You're covering every exit avenue for Cloud9. You can do some serious economical damage. Even just knocking armor off Oxy, Zephyr, Net would be a bit of a win here for LEV.
Let's see if Com can do that damage. There it is, one head found. There's a second. Hold on, they're popping and dropping potentially there, but Com eventually going down here. LEV will make sure to go down to the spike as well, so going to be clearing him off to the side as a paranoia. Trying to swing through. The satchels are lovely, but still satchel cannot be removed, cannot be denied. That space claimed and cleaned up in the end by King.
That's incredible spray control. He's getting jostled around by the blast bags. Really nicely played by Oxy. Yet Sato, undeniable. Vic has ultimate, so don't write this round off just yet. If Vic and Net can get into good positions, maybe even find a pick onto Tex, they can always recover this spike.
It's a gap that's been found here by Vic. Just needs access towards it. Tex is the only one holding him back.
This
Important fight to be taking on A right now. All comes down to this one. Vic not quite aware of it, and suddenly that's it. A round totaled. The Net slowly being pressed upon. Squeeze from the side, reveals his hand, reveals his position, but no real chance. Not anymore.
It's quite a nice trip position actually from Tex, because even if you get past the smoke,
Change the level a bit. This is fast though. Let him loose as well, but the body's trying to fly forwards, at least trying to claim that side. Tex wants to fill in the gaps. Moving around here, and there's no coverage in sight. Mitch is just going for that one here. Now, LEV happy to help out. Tex still holding it down onto this position. Just baiting out the shots there as Zephyr, but really your chances, again, limited here for Cloud9. You're going to have to take this one slowly, step by step. To win out these fights here, front and center. Vic has dominated it, but he's dropped down to 20 health in a 1v2. Being surrounded, has the ult. He's going to be able to get out and pivot all the way over towards the B site.
we will get a plant off here. Actually, might get spammed. King has a chance.
Yeah, but
doesn't go for
risk it. Doesn't want to reveal his position anyway. Spotted out anyway. King is there, but he knows he just needs to bide his time. Wait for Com to get into position. Plenty of util waiting for Com to be able to clear out most of the way.
I am surprised that they're not trying to spam Vic. Maybe they haven't got the comm on how low he is.
Finally spotted him out. Vic back against the wall. Nowhere to really run from that point on. This is the Vct on it. There it is. Pressure applied now. He's forwards. Snappy. Just straight to the dome. Attacks. Drops him like it's nothing. Zephyr trying to fill things up. He's scurrying around, making all the noise in the world as well. Gives the perfect time for Okeanos to take that fight up. And Sato is already there, instantly on the scene of the crime. Rips off Mitch's head. Plays it back with discipline.
Spike planted.
Vct, they realize they've got that advantage. No reason to give it up by overstepping themselves. Oxy still with a big ult. You can play more aggro with that showstopper available. It's all about this first shot coming his way though. That Prowler, the stun ricocheting, and the rocket goes wide. Sato is unleashed right now. So Josh.
Garden? What's he gonna do? I mean, Headhunter.
Yeah. Finally taking him through mid, but again, you've just got the one flash, didn't really trigger. Still Mitch is there. Does return it with the fire. Forwards with the C's. Potentially a good connection. It's hard to really tell. Okeanos doesn't really swing off the back of this one, but Tex is helping out with the Odin spam. And Okeanos right tucked to the side. It's a 3. Cloud9 looking to get back into this one, but LEV want to flood all the way in with that Nightfall. Scatters, getting the connection on. Vulnerable stops them from really stepping past that mark, and King still that one-man army. Holding strong in through the back. Needs to hold on to that elbow control. And really, there's no collective effort from Cloud9 to try and clear this guy out. They're just letting him reign supreme. Okeanos is through and out, swinging around. And this is an absolute nightmare situation for Cloud9, but still they batter their way through. Punch a hole in the defense. Leviathan, a retake crumbles just for now, but still King, it's all about a game of timings, and he's just seeing it off to the side, clear into the corner. The Shorty deals the damage, and the bullets raining down. Shorty in the hands of Net. Chaos. You can already see these Leviathan players instantly clearing out towards CT. LEV in his calm, he's the only one home. Holds him back for just a moment before he eventually gets down and traded. In through elbow, that's the next goal of things. Oxy putting his body onto the line. Vic having to trade it out though, but that stunt is picture perfect. Sato wants to dominate it once more. Taking up control towards it, but tempering it for now. 3v3. Quite close, Okeanos even finding one of his own. That with his back towards it. Do they hard clear this? Tex looks like he's got his eyes set on towards it, but Zephyr is trying to hold him back for now. That is instantaneous sort of reactions. TP back to the side. It's a 1v1! And bullets through the wall. Vic barely alive. He's biding his time. It's ticking away from them right now. Okeanos taps, trying to pull him out into the open. Vic, will he bite? Not just yet, as bullets flying forwards. Takes the swing, but into his own smoke to Shorty! Okeanos wants it up close. Can find some gaps up from mid. Based on the wall timing, calm. His way back. He's already collected 2 of them, though. It's 3 in around 4 him. 2 in through spawn. Let's see if it's realized. Okeanos has got gun out, so...
Oh, he's thinking about it.
Yeah, no mistakes being made. Common's making sure that that was clear communication already. Spotting out the player here forwards. Return of the fire, but Tex is already there, available, ready and waiting. It's 8-2 now. Leviathan
got deep into position within 10 seconds.
Doesn't anticipate it. It's not going to clear this one. It's close to the corner, and there it is. Snapped to the side by Vic. Highlighted and claiming the kill. Okeanos is next to drop here. Sato, he's late to the party. Are we able to trade this out necessarily? Net is making sure to contain and maintain that composure over towards A main.
A much better round for C9, and that's the difference that a little bit of quick mid-control can give you. In this round, LEV not fighting for it as well, which really helps. Cloud9 got it for free. But when Cloud9 haven't been going mid in any of the rounds, this is a very nice adjustment from Imi coming out of the tack timeout.
Yeah, and even that composure's still there for Cloud9, even though they're down this amount of rounds, still thinking about the big picture.
Yeah.
Final round, making sure that they have Oxy's ult.
And that is really good for Oxy. Remember that was a priority early on. Oxy was farming ult orbs to get his showstopper up, you know, round 3 or 4. Deaths like that don't matter too much. I mean, we're about to go into round 12. There's going to be a lot of guns online.
Yeah.
So it's all just about whether C9 can convert C's. Can the C's stop Oxy?
Flashes the C's. Connection. Late King! He stands his ground anyway. Instantly dismisses him. That's that sharpshooter gone out of the fight. Cloud9, the lack of firepower, but that's still Garden. There's a moment just to play in here, but the guns are going to be taken away anyway. Anchor smokes propped up. The ability to play in here, and Leviathan really ingraining themselves now. As Dogs and Trailblazers being used to try and clear up a bit of a picture here. Leviathan still swinging out wide. It's a bit messy in the end. Leaves it down to just Tex into that 1v2.
Spike planted.
Weapons are available to him. Plants down, he knows where one of them is, but Mitch takes the swing perfectly. So 8-4. Got us connect, gets confirmation. Vic, though, you got a paranoid close in their faces and a swing through. This is a nice reclearance out by Cloud9. TP back. King was really just left to the Wolves. LEV have been creeping their way up forwards past this A main point. But a crossfire setup here from Cloud9. They have that connector control. Vic's just looking for the right time to strike, to push past potentially this smoke here. As soon as Zephyr takes it, yeah, it's a 3-2-1 and a swing forward push past it. And Cloud9 have got what they came for. Flawless round on round potential advantage that might be there. Bullets flying forwards, flash over the top. There's a connection, but it's a team blind as anything still. It's Cloud9 that are in complete control of this one. They've got this one locked down out through mid, but Tex has found his opener. Zephyr's gone down out towards this B site and he's called for the team to try and back him up.
Tex is just waiting. Doesn't want to take too much space, but knew that all 3 of the players were in mid. Should have had that comm from the rest of his team. But plays with patience, securing the space. And now it's a pretty pure 3v3. And no flashes remaining for C9 on the retake.
Trailblazer clears out in through elbow now. Getting a move on now, scurrying forwards. Snakebite will slow down the approach. Cloud9 looking to try and take this one. Mitch, that was a solo fight, but he wins it out versus King anyway. Nice train to the sky here from Tex. He's trying to slip his way past this one, see if he can find that moment to strike. Mitch just baiting, stray shots going side to side. Vic even claims one of his own here, but Com is left to do it all. And from the top, U2 used him kind, Paranoia. Clears Com back out of it. Now Lev want to try and take this one all the way towards B. They haven't cleared one side of the site though. Net is really ingrained and he could be in a dangerous position, but still it's space given up now. Opened up for the rest of his team. Still has a bullet to the side of the head, up towards the top there, trying to take this one to that high-low, but revealed out into the open. Sato, it's a shot to the dome. Mitch is gone, and he's almost anticipating it. The late rotate from Zeppa. Aim train just for a moment.
Oh, what a timing.
The timing might have just been missed here. Backs towards it, the tap forwards. Who's going to be taking that first contact? Slipping from behind. Zeppa is right there with him. Sato has already claimed it and now making moves around. Rifle in his hands. A tap from Zeppa again. Trying to pull this young gunner out into the open. Slide into the side. Zeppa!
Yeah, he's got it.
Walking their way up here. Net has to hold them back away from mid. Taking that fight in the angle. It's good movement from Sato. Offsets it. The aim was ajar there from Net, and now full steam ahead. Stuns, ricocheting, sees on top of it. Vic will just try and escape the ire. Coming his way, but he is surrounded. Paranoia swoops forwards. King has to be stationary. Vic is still active, fighting over this one, trying to at least see if his team can find a way back in through CT. King ends up winning that one out anyway. Still forwards anyway with the ults, with the steel guard and overlapped. And a fight towards Elbow is called for. Cloud9 overwhelmed this with their presence. Plenty more where that came from. Might have these sound cues cut away, but they're going to be fading right back into it once more. And Com, you sort of really make a play here. It's that double face. Oxy putting, well, Treble is going to be used to re-clear this one. It's a fast play towards B, but a sheer wall is going to be cutting up and dividing up. Sato will wait for the rest of his team. He's ISO'd onto the fight. Zeppa happy to capitalize off of that one. A nade sails forwards. Perfect timing on it. Just as that wall drops down. Players and bodies trying to get themselves into the action and into the fray, but they are just going straight into the blender. Cloud9 got this one locked down entirely through that choke point. No, Kianos can only do so much. Pops up, Horn forwards as well, dividing one level of it. Sato creeps forwards, but this is a bloodbath waiting to happen. And it is Vic who claims the first life. Mitch pops out towards the side, and Oxy wants his fair game and fair share of the bloodshed that's being laid down towards his mid angle. Still Okeanos is alive and kicking. King is there alongside him, helps him out.
They might have overfought that just a tad there, C9. Trying to take the fight a long time after the Paranoia had put pressure on those players. Good swing from King as well. And Oki has been playing well.
2v2 going straight into Zeppa. It's all about reaction times here. Pixel of an angle. Lays down the bullets. Doesn't play it, overplay it, at least with his life. And he needs to get the hell out of there. Being chased down here. Steps forwards even. Maybe potentially even getting it into that 1v1 now. Tex. Tap. Nerves potentially playing a part. Full stick now and commits into it. Has no idea where Net could be. Lying in wait, creeping ever so closer.
This reposition though into Elbow does make things a little safer for Tex. And he could find a timing, he's just missed it.
Yeah, Net is already past it. Through main, but it is Net with the time pressure on him. Has to be the first player to tap. Both players left guessing. Net sticking, already gaining up half, going the full mile out wide! And Tex should have been set up prime and ready, but Net is the one to dismiss.
Quadrupling that in mid with the rest of the team.
Still gets the one. Just traded out here. This is fast now from Leviathan. They realize it. They've got a moment to strike. The time is now. Forwards is the play. Sees as well to really lock out Cloud9 and able to really step past this boundary. Snakebite is an extra level of it. Leviathan, it's a pit drop down. At this point, Cloud9 might just want to take it and save these guns away as much as they've got money.
Yeah, they do actually have a lot of cash. I mean, it's better, in my opinion, to try to put pressure on Lev's economy. But that might mean flanking all the way around and just playing exits. Yeah. But you definitely want to be trying to get guns out of Leviathan's hands here.
That's the goal for Cloud9.
So, pressure going to be on players like Com and King to evacuate. Oh, they're not going towards B main. They're going through Zeppa.
Zeppa, he doesn't even... The bodies. Central blender occurring here. Wide face in the end. Now Paranoia swoops forwards anyway. Pushes them back, and the final bullet connects to the dome. Sato opened up potentially this A side, but Leviathan not willing to rush into anything.
This is what won it for them last time.
Drops it anyway. That's off intuition. The util is going to be coming out exact same time of things. On in through the back. Prowler out to the side. The flash is good. Good connection. Sato blind as anything. Can't really stand his ground against it. And Oxy happy to supplement. Donated a choke point. Nobody could cross past this. Leviathan. They had their chance and they've missed it. 1v2 here for Tex. Has the get out of jail card. As I say that, it's forced into that 1v1, but you got to think Net should be favored. Tex! Strike is high, potentially. A lot of damage, a lot of bullets spraying down into these bodies, and with the curtains dropping, it's a double face in towards the corner. Vic is still there. TP, they're trying to evacuate. Paranoia though, it's up into his face, and he knows it's tucked into the corner. TP's past each other. It's King. Oh, no way. Potentially twisting, turning, 2 plays in for the main choke, waiting, biding his time. And Mitch, it is picture perfect. Patience played to that perfection. And just like that, we see a mass evacuation. Okeanos has got the ult, wants to pivot over towards the B side. A lot of util though waiting for him. Will be received as a thorn at your feet. TP up towards heaven. Fast and loose is the way that this is being played by LEV now. They've got 1 player ingrained into mid. That is going to be King. Has to put a stop to it.
He's going to hear all of these footsteps. Does he want to try to take a time in? Pick off someone from the back.
Yeah, Cloud9 are playing this one together, making sure that they can try and trade each other out. Mitch just takes the fight anyway, straight up, wins it. Okeanos left on 10 HP. He'd need a miracle. He'd need it now, but it's not happening. Not anytime soon. Cloud9 get to 12.
Double flash. They have dog. They have everything.
Looking nigh impossible. 25 seconds left. What direction are you sending it into? Time. Pressure is against you now. Call is made. We're going to send it over towards B. Again, you got to get a move on here, Leviathan. Losing track of the win cons in a moment here. And Oxy has that watchful eye. Once more, watching to see if he can put death blow after death blow. And with an ace to finish, this kid is back in. Have 1 flash is being held ready, but Net strikes first. Strikes hard at it. He's got 2 kills already for it, and Seal Sato is going to be okay, being pushed from the side. Decides to just fully take up that control towards it. Oxy flips the side entirely. They know where Sato was last remaining. Of course, it's the Yori, could be anywhere, and they decide, okay, well, let's just get the hell out of A.
And Mitch also using the heal to make sure that Oxy is still at 100 health. Sato's going to have a hell of a task here winning a 1v3.
Yeah. Already plays towards him. Gate crash. Cutting up the angles. That's going to be some uncertainty. Just seeing the top of the heads, and you see those sparks flying off. He's doing damage. That sky heal. Getting immense amounts of value out of it, aren't you?
So
keeping the
much
raid boss
value.
alive. Oxy still kicking, and in 1v3, Sato is running out of chances now. Touch close, trying to bait these players out into the open. He's got a note of rough positioning, but Mitch is the one. Crash, but this angle unorthodox, really. Let's see how the clearance looks. It's a crouch and a peek into the side of it, and even that stun just off the side. Okeanos willing to help out.
But they're not overcommitting. Never giving them an opportunity to take this back into a 4v3.
Off the back of it. Okeanos just holding down control towards Gong there. Just holding down the angles as well. Flash through, and they pounce and they strike. Okay.
That's lovely.
That's flawless from Leviathan.
Array. Actually, though, maybe looking to try to punish Sato in mid.
Yeah, we're seeing it walking up. Hold on the bodies. Potentially lining up for it. King was trying to help out. Long range action.
That's not too bad, actually, for the attacker, for the defenders. Mitch going down before he could get his Seekers online, and now you've denied Cloud9 from a big ultimate. And also from off the damage that they've done, going back to see if they can pressure Calm.
Oh, and there it is. Punish. 45 seconds left. What is the call here for Cloud9?
It is very patient from Mitch. We saw Cloud9 struggle a little bit, actually, against Furia with this kind of...
Zephyr now. Fox in the pen. It's a 2v3 here for Leviathan. Zephyr is just locked in on these angles. Not willing to give anything up.
Really
King's
good round
turn
here.
now. Yeah.
Seems very difficult for King to be able to do anything. They've got money to be able to contest the next round.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised. Just creeping around to the corner there is Vic, and sidestepping. It's like a shot dart. Bit of damage done, softens up these targets, but no real follow-up. Bullets are flying forwards. King's going to pay for it with his life as a Trailblazer. Forwards again. Com is being squeezed. Has the help of his team.
Another slow-paced round from Cloud9.
Yeah, this is one of the things they've been adding. Plant down now. Fast on the flank. That's going to be Leviathan. Going to gain a bit of pace here. The Viper's Pit, though, is going to be choking out the retake. Tex.
That's spam.
Yeah, just straight onto Oxy. Still hard to chew through and already giving it up. This is a 4-player save from Leviathan.
4 players saving in a 4v4 when they had
wild.
They had double flank.
Towards the back of the side, Trailblazer out into the open. Oxy looking to jump onto the chance to see if he can get that kill. They choose a different target entirely. It's a bait and switch setup and already to push forwards and pressing the advantage. King is dropped, only the one for his name. All the way in through the spawn is Oxy. How the hell are you going to remove this guy now? He's going to be hearing it, the rumble of the footsteps, and really isolating these fights. Bladestorm still in hand. This guy is a menace right now. And able to clear him out. Dimensional Drift, even offloaded. Sato looking to try and use this one and get the most out of it, but it's just him and Okeanos. He exits early. It's a shorty straight to the body. Zephyr is gone and done and dusted, but Okeanos was separated. It was a solo fight that Sato took, disjointed from his partner. Okeanos has got to do it now alone. Spike's still not down. Earns himself a chance with the overdrive, but just
Previous years where they were such a fast team.
Paranoia's good, and there's a connection. Com was just way out into the open.
They're heavily punishing Com. I mean,
Yeah.
this feels like a serious anti.
Knowing that he's playing it hyper aggro before his team is really even in.
I think LEV on the next rifle round need to start fighting them. I mean, refight them as they're taking a lock. You know, once they're already past their own Viper wall.
Sato salvaged up a Guardian in the midst of all of this one. He's definitely going to be doing some damage, but that's all it will be. Round win still going their way. Oxy, where are you going? Updraft into his face. Even getting the kill at the end. By Com just trying to get that mid-round information. He's got nobody watching short here. You were talking about antis earlier. He's droning alone, and this is part of it. It's going to be a backstab in the making. It's a little bit messy, but still gets the job done. Net jump spot with a peek, and Sato is way ahead of most of this one here. He knows he has to take a risk to try and play his team all the way back in, but with that shot fired off, gives Oxy the perfect timing to strike back.
30 seconds left.
LEV have got entirely the wrong read on what's going on. They stacked the C site as Net was crawling in. What a perfect lurk.
Here it is. The Walls are going to be looking to see if they can divide and conquer up most of the site onto that retake, but there's 3 players left to do it all against it. LEV have claimed at least the first. One barrier down. There's a second one removed, but now second guessing themselves ever so slightly. King almost looking like he was trying to exit. Okeanos is gone, taken out in that double fire crossfire setup. 3-2-1 and the swing to the side. Okeanos could be taking a peek forward, but it's being watched for Vic. Head deleted, straight off the shoulders. Even going for the re-peek on top of it, but Net may make sure to at least make him pay for it. And that peek, oh, the push out. Leviathan are scrambling for options here. Got the whole team bloody just fighting in mid right now, but they are being picked apart.
I mean, that is what you call desperation.
Still, Zephyr thinking he can take a timing there, just peeks off of all those sound cues that are coming his way. The dart, not quite broken, no one managing that one. Still the plant is down for him. It's a 2v2. Definitely winnable here for Leviathan, especially if they can ice these fights out, but it's just going towards it. Could be going into the danger here, which Sato holding down to it, sees the util. And try and see if he can play those angles perfectly now. He is locked in onto the side. First one found, second one's there. Oxy deleted out towards the back, and the rest of the team now flooding in. The guns are in their hands. Spray transfer from Zephyr to last ditch attempt and a flash forward. Desperation from Mitch to see if he can salvage a thrifty. At some point they'll find it, I'm sure. There it is. It's gone now. Garage control. Tech steps up and leaping straight through the smoke. I mean, Oxy is having to just light them up anyway. Head to found. Magnetic from him, and Net just slipping his way in through C.
Posted up so early, so ready for Leviathan to make the play. And a really nice acceleration piece there from C9.
Range artillery.
It's essentially impossible.
It is impossible.
Gotta go.
Doubled up, just seeing if they can find any sort of these targets, and Okeanos realizes time is of the essence. Pressing forwards, takes away 2 of them, but again, time ticking. It's up to Com. And now, time against him.
One enemy remaining.
Will ISO those fights into the end, but that is just consolation kills. And up to 9 now for Cloud. It's aggro positions across the board here. Tex. Okay, down. Trying to hold his ground over towards the B side. He is that last line of defense, but the trip spotting him out. Trade is instantaneous though. Zephyr straight into it. And the pit drop down is looking like a stalwart defense to the side, if anything. Flood defense is called for. Lev send it forwards. Again with that paranoia. The Shockeys on top of it. They need to get some kills. There's random spam. Spraying and praying. Seeing if they can claim a head or 2 of these Cloud9 players. Back themselves around here. Looking for the wrap around. Flanking them potentially from one angle. Dart, gone, broken. Shots in your face. Com is making all sorts of noise, just trying to make it feel like there's more bodies towards it. In through the back, but now Lev, they gotta get a move on. They gotta make a move. Here and now, forwards again. These shorties and shotguns are just absolutely laying these players out. And now there's no more chances at all. The snake bite dropped.
Last player standing.
Com That's a look in dismay, as this is going to be a 10-2 half.
Consolation kills for...
Skirmish, isn't it? Oxy's there. And there is no dash procced, so won't be able to get the hell out of that one. Vic plays down that smoke, needs some help to try and get the hell out. There's bullets flying down at their backs. And Sato looking to put the pinch on as well. This is a fast play to pinch these Cloud9 players, and a lovely punish. Where they stand, there's a pistol round. That's where it starts for Leviathan.
They've been great in the pistols, but then they'd have to snowball so hard.
Yep.
It's got to be essentially perfection. It's just like their playoff bracket.
Tough ask.
If they went down to the lowers and they were facing off against Crew immediately, I mean, they'd have to run it all the way back in order to make a grand finals and make champs. Feels incredibly unlikely.
That's how much it matters for Leviathan. It could be sent for Cloud9. It's about really winning for themselves, to be honest, more than anything, to just prove that they can do it. Just around like this, might as well make a go of things. Net, definitely doing a decent amount of damage with the swing coming through anyway. Dash available, now pops it, hearing it, scatters. But the footsteps here, just can't get a clean fight going for him. Anchor Smoke is forwards in the face of it, but the vulnerability is just left disrespecting it. Net trying to fill in the gaps towards the back, but that spray of fire, Sato was able to answer it back immediately. It's a 3v2 now.
A late round hit, but the LEV duelists finding their moments.
What's to play for as well? Com immediately retreating. Was playing up onto side, but he realizes I can just checkmate them here. And now, guns out. Tex is just missing this few stray shots. Sato, barely any help to work with, but players are pushed up here. Press forward, as Zephyr trying to make a play off the back of that. It was Yuto flying forwards with just that frenzy. Vic, hold on. This is damage being done by these Cloud9 players, even picking up a few guns for the trouble as well. Paranoia, second level of it. Comdo just asserts himself and dominates that smoke.
Could have been a lot of danger there for LEV. Midge with a Marshall is going to find it hard, though, to finish this round.
And at this point, the discipline from LEV should be good. Hold on, damage done. That's a weak body and no one's swinging off the back of it. There's a half clearance there, not even a clear anything at all. Vengeful Drift now. It's available. Santa's going to be using it, trying to clear a path forwards for the rest of his team, and they have those ults ready and waiting. Spots it out towards the back of the site, just clearing them all out. And through CT. It'll be difficult for it, but they're trying to flood their way back in anyway. The Hunter's Fury is going to be coming in anyway, delayed with it, but that Paranoia is picture perfect. And with the Hunter's Fury on top, just sweeps and clears the way. Could have been dangerous. Cloud9 with a flood call does not go their way. The bodies are toppled at this point. It's just Oxy left with that operating. You're not looking to play a retake with that one. There's a walk down. King will not give up this gun, not give it up at all, but he's in trouble. Glides to the side over the TP, he's able to escape and now calling for backup. Reinforcements arriving. Cloud9 collapsed upon. They missed their chance to really pluck him out, and Vic lit up and ran down here. Instant reaction here by Leviathan.
Nice from Okeanos as well to cut off the retreat. Did get dangerous. If King had fallen immediately, we might be looking at a different round here, but as is, LEV have avoided another disaster, and I just want to point out, take a look at Sato's ultimate down here, and the way that it's building up. It's actually pretty close to another dimensional drift. It's not going to be online for the next rifle round. Again, round 19 should be favored for C9. Doesn't matter how Zephyr plays this.
Variable removed.
Dodging and weaving, but the inevitable is creeping up into the back of these Cloud9 players' heads.
Call to deal with it.
Drone leads it up. Oh my, Oxy getting caught a little bit there onto the box. There's a TP into the back and stuns just ricocheting back across the board here. Now, how do you clear out the short angle? That's the issue. Spraying them down.
Oh, no way.
How they found that? It's Mitch and Oxy. Gone in the blink of an eye.
That's
Where
astonishing.
the hell were those kills?
King went into heaven. He teleported into heaven.
And just like that, Pit dropped down. All issues, the thorn in their side. Leviathan. You mentioned it earlier, Josh. It is an avalanche at this point. You have 22 seconds left, and they are min-maxing orb. Sato's going to have the dimensional drift for the next round.
Well, I said don't panic if Cloud9 win this round, but it's time to...
Well trained. Zephyr is being fully pushed out into the open. Blind as anything, and it's just spam again. LEV are so crystal clear, coordinated with the way that they want to take this one. Oxy, it's time for a miracle moment from this young upstart here with the blades in hand. Too many challenges, but Vic is there anyway, almost controlling the aim for the third. Drop down now, it's a spike out into the open, and it leaves Net to do it all.
That could have been the moment. Oxy flying in with Bladestorm, Vic behind for 2.
Spike planted.
But Net now doesn't have a weapon.
given a 1v1 if he can catch the timing against Okeanos. Missed it, back towards it. Tex is gone. It's a bullet to the dome, but he does not expect Okeanos to be slipping from the side. 10 to 10.
Okeanos is looking the wrong way.
Yep. Looking a complete wrong way. They don't notice. Backstab is lying in wait. Vic deleting at least 2 removed. Is it enough for Cloud9 to work with, though? That is the question. Stepping forwards again. This is aggro by Sato. Trying to flex his muscles. Not to be removed at all. Still standing his ground jump spot. Dash back and out. Still, it's players and putting their bodies onto the line to see if he can stand against it. This guy is unleashed.
It was Cloud9. LEV don't know that. Could be walking into a stack, but they choose to commit anyway.
Yep, walls up. Open access to the B site. There'll be a flood of players here. Cloud9 are waiting in the sidelines. The bullet spraying them down here. The flash is dodged and duped to avoid it for a moment. The paranoia even sweeping past. So Cloud9 have access now to the B site, but Sato's just getting silly with it. It's running and spraying them all down through the smoke. Trying to take a timing past this one again, but these bullets, that's the win con, that's the key difference. Cloud9 do not have the rifles to work with, and as soon as the smokes fade. Forward positions now, he's rooted to the spot. Eager to draw some more blood out of these Cloud9 players.
They're going down into short so that they can do the lockdown retake.
See if there's any sort of pushback here. Stun, a little bit of a misplay there. Catching him onto it now, but that lockdown, there's an answer for it. It's a Hunter's Fury down into the ground, and that's going to be clearing and paving all the way for it. The feed is fully red now. Vct in control. And what have they not been on this half? It's been dominance. Let loose everything, why not? The war chest is open wide. Sato with a dimensional drift from behind. And they have closed this one out. We are going to Lotus. What an I'm going to be ready to group up here, looking for that full-on retake, 5v5. That's a little bit worried here. There's a fight taken towards the back of the spawn. Sato absorbing up a lot of that util, just forcing it out nice and early from Cloud9, but they're taking control of it with a nade rebounding. It's enough damage done. It just explodes his adversary. Tex now trying to dominate one more position, an avenue over towards Waterfall. Goes back towards it, you can hear it, the rumble of the footsteps. Cloud9 are dead set on taking this site fast and loose potentially, but now tightening up. At least they're trying to take these fights together. The right click through the smoke, and Zephyr snap into the side.
C9 secure another pistol. They've been even today.
No, not while I'm.
And Leviathan, that was something that...
Right behind him in tailwind here, so drops down. Oh my god, what a transfer! Players were barely there together, the bullets just landing perfectly where they needed to, and suddenly just like this, LEV have found a way back in. It was dire straits. No one covering for this one for the plot, but Okeanos, he doesn't even need the cover.
He's covering himself.
Yep.
Couple of moments here where LEV looked like they were in serious trouble. Cloud9 could have put a bonus together, but managing to respond. And if they can keep all 3 of these rifles together, I think LEV will be pretty happy about this. Net just wants to do damage.
Yeah, hunting to keep these guns out of their hands, do a bit of damage to the economy.
Toxins going up.
King was really trying to work things around the map. He's doing
Pushing back. There's only 20 seconds left for this one, and you look at the pivot. Oh my god, King. It's disgusting work. Paranoia forwards again. Net is getting the squeeze put onto him. His bullets just laying him out from the side. A heavy lick found, but there's 12 seconds left. You've got to get into the B side. There's no time left to really make a play here. Time dwindling. Going to get themselves in. Being surrounded here by Cloud9. Cloud9 willing to give them that space to at least get that plant down. An extension for it. They don't try and play it fast and loose, as is their motto. Sato receives it. It's the backstab. Takes out Vic. There'll be no more threat coming from the side here, and with just 2 players left to stand against it, Mitch and Zephyr, even with all that time pressure that was against them, LEV just somehow squirrel away around.
Quite nice patience, actually, in terms of how King called that one. And played it himself. He was the player with the spike who had to...
Fine. In through the choke point now, getting a bit of a move on, and Oxy will fall. Going down in a moment, but Zephyr still needs to be removing that counter spam. Again, it's picture perfect, but not expecting Net to just slip in through the back. Seeing the heads roll, and Com just finds that timing to strike back.
Crazy that they've managed to do that without any smokes on site as well. Okeanos was using them for the fake.
Weapon's not too good in the hands of Mitch here. It's random stray shots and spam. It's an upgrade acquired. Vic is there. Plants down for LEV. Comes out of how these individual fights get taken. Sees, just sidestep, but Vic is there. Forwards again. Okeanos now left to do it in a 1v2. Now with a smoke propped up. Catches the first, there's 8 bullets left, not baited out, but Vic still claims his life. 2 players left to supplement. It's Mitch and Vic, but that Nightfall is going to be cutting away everything from you. No more sound cues. Paranoia, it's good for a moment. Saturn wants to step forwards. Mitch just denies him that chance. Forwards again, but that Horn is immediately dealt with.
They can dismissed.
You could go for the pivot options here, but it's Cloud9. They have heavy stacked it all the way to the back of the site. It's the timing here. Okeanos trying to slip it around here, and he sees him up on top of the net. It's another 1v1 that he could be earning himself, but that pitch drop down, and now a showstopper in the hands of Oxy. It's just a one before Com trades him out. Net is forwards. Gliding again. King is just getting way too cheeky with it.
That movement is so nice, knowing that he has the health advantage in that spot.
Mouse
Phantom
one
in hand.
and A or D on the keyboard.
Yeah. Sprays it through, and Mitch, he did a good job finding one pick anchoring A. But the pivot was too nice off the back of Tex's lurk on B.
Yeah.
And King calls another real nice late round adaptation.
With the Util, Sato was eager for the engagement, just hopped up onto that, but Cloud9 know the angles well.
Toxins going up.
Might have been a mid-air pivot actually there from Sato. I wonder whether he wanted to go rubble and had to adjust last minute to go root instead when he saw the C's nade.
And the spike is in the middle of nowhere, and all the bodies are committed over towards A here from LEV.
Yeah, it's a weird one because Com is just solo lurking on C.
Yeah, solo lurking on C. There's no ult to pick this one up, by the way. What's the goal? We're going to kill everybody?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I mean, Com can bring the spike, but he's going to be so late.
Yep, LEV into the back of the side. They want to try and remove these players as well. Oxy, you're not going to be standing a chance against this one, being swarmed rapidly, approaching off to the side here, trying to land those shots and land them well, but again, the weaponry different.
Gun down for him. I don't think there is, just based on the way that he's playing.
Working towards it. All the bodies just dropping outside stairs and now doubled up.
Com is one body shot, but you gotta land a heady onto King.
Should be a free gun available.
Oh, there is one. There is one.
Could still be doable. Too much to clear. 15 bullets in the gun. Doesn't want to reload, doesn't want to give away the position. Crouched up onto the line. Com. It is where the danger lies again. Net is holding it. Strong just backs it up and cedes a lot of this space now when he hears that. The showstopper going his way. Still, with the door open, there was an even fight to be taken. Oxy wasn't expecting it. Backs himself out. The pit's going to be dropping. LEV, they have access towards it, but with 19 seconds left, it's a tight window and a tight margins. Still, the fight's taken forwards again. Together, the discipline reigning for LEV. They're trying to make the most of it now, and Okeanos is holding his own.
Crazy round for LEV. What a protocol to just force bodies inside the pit.
It's been watched for now and holding. Crosshair placement almost perfect for it. Mitch so close to walking into it. Paranoia is good. Close quarters. Trying to take that fight towards it again, but finally going to be removed away from that angle. Vic is forwards. Has to deal with that Horn first. But he's got a whole lot more coming for him. It's a good adjustment in the end to at least take out Com, but the trade was always in sight.
Good thorns from Tex. Pushes back Net. Allows him to double up with Zephyr though. They can play the 2v1.
Tex. He's won clutches like this before. Even in this series. 1v2. Just needs that first one, but he misses the timing onto it, but still strikes anyway. Whipping his way around to the side. He's getting the info necessary. Zephyr, it's a tap. The Thorn's dead, and Zephyr just holds his nerve.
Now, though, you're just kind of giving yourself only the loser's bonus.
As anything! Zephyr with the rightful player. It's a sheriff in the hands of Oxy. Can't do a lot from that spot. Vic, just a paranoia and a disengage out.
About as good as you can ask for C9.
Bring them down.
Bloody affair that's occurring over there. Deep push out from there. Timing is everything here, but it's all about whether or not Com can push them off and away for long enough for this backstab to pay off. Okeanos' full knife out now. The weapon is primed and ready. It's a tap and a smoke into the face as well, but he lays claim to the life anyway. Okeanos reveals a bound. Okeanos at 4. And just one to stand. It's Mitch against it. Trying to force his fights out, but with time ticking against him, it's not in his favor. No waste today, not right now, but it's a round. Another one added up to the top.
Midway through.
Counting for Mao Nets. Beautiful pick. Okeanos dropped.
That's the danger player gone.
Yeah, and here's that steel guard now. It's going to be clearing out just the entirety here forward. Sato doesn't know which to switch into. He had knife out into the shorty, but he's going to be gone anyway. Drifting away, Tex. Trying to at least offset it with the movement, trying to stay alive, but his flood attempt by Cloud9 should just not be denied whatsoever. Decent go from Com. As soon as this curtain drops, could get bloody, could get dangerous. Here's that showstopper, and here's a surprise! An absolute explosion. The satchel towards the end, though. Okeanos is still alive. No real pushback alongside it. Cloud9 falling like a house of cards here.
Is Mitch wanting to go for a refight? Yeah, they've got all
wall's
three
gonna
players.
be fading. The bodies are stacked up here. Cloud9 are really trying to fight over this again. 2 for Nail. They're just holding down these angles, and this line of sight is still left into that 1v2. Okay. Already up onto the B side. There's a plant online. There was no pushback. Bloom is a bit of a danger for them.
I like
Don't
the
worry about
aggression. I like the aggression in heaven for Cloud9. Vic and Oxy taking a lot of this space.
And here in the bodies now, Oxy's ready. It's a classic, primed and ready, potentially able to right clicks as well, but it needs to be tight and controlled. Vic just claims the one before he backs out, but again he's going to be feeling that pressure and already dominates up to the angle. They're losing control of this one steadily. LEV dissecting most of this side away, ripping away the chances, and for Mitch, comes out of desperation. Last ditch effort, shots into the dark, nailing the one, but King has full faith in the rookie sideline and next to him.
Is everything for you.
You want to try and contact up, you're going to be meeting potentially the scope of Okeanos, and there are no gaps in the defense here from Leviathan. I mean, you can just look at it, the way that they're playing. They have full control to C-mount.
Yeah, I guess the only player that's really a little isolated would be Okeanos. And he has the Outlaw. So he's got a one-tap gun.
Missed. Could have been a chance for Mitch. All in Gambit. This is Mitch just trying to apply as much pressure as possible, making it feel like it could be more of them, but just a haunt, door, flip switch, so now waiting for it. Sato's immediately there with a return of the fire. His discipline has been picture perfect, really. All game long, Leviathan have been so good at just playing the trades off of one another.
And there's no way there's even enough time. I mean, Mitch was just supposed to be a distraction on the other side of the map. The Gambit's failed utterly for C9.
This just could be the first nail in the coffin, sending Cloud9 down into the lowers. Not falling asleep at the wheel for now, but the reposition, still they just land straight into the chest of these Cloud9 players. They are swarming this spot, and it is lovely work from Okeanos. Can't be denied his chance now. He is just on fire from beginning to end on this map. And the end might be in sight.
This is certainly LEV getting to double digits. Net would have to pull out one of the most outrageous 1v3s.
Not going to be given any sort of chance for it. It's a lovely shot. Just when he was blinded up here, but he should be quickly swarmed. Time still remains. He's going to be able to get the plant down. He's gifted that one. Possibility. But surely with discipline, LEV played this one together. Hasn't been lacking it at any point of this one. That's a nasty shot. Net made it much more winnable. But Okeanos is the one with a rifle and a smoke to obfuscate, to hide the intent. It's half onto the defuse already. Sticking! Fully getting the move on. Mitch, plant, being stuck now, and now the paranoia is being sent forwards along with that showstopper here. Clearing into the corner, didn't clear it behind the pillar. Cloud9 trying to hold on with everything they've got, but still it's not enough. The flood of bodies out. Leviathan have got this one, but Zeppa's trying to work magic once more. Maneuvering, trying to ice the fights out. Found himself into it, but he's got to hear this one as well. Skipping around, King gets the info necessary. Okeanos now onto that spike, just trying to stick it to half. Well, King just lets his own drop. He's feeling it. Hear it with the scurry of the footsteps, but he's way out into the open to util. This is aggressive by Zeppa. Takes a side by storm.
I have the spike.
2 players dropping and a bit of min-maxing towards the end means that they're going to have that showstopper in for the next. LEV, no reason not to make a play for this one, but Mitch should be able to seal in the gaps. Ensure that there is no funny business to occur. With every kill, every toppled player, Cloud9 stay alive a little bit longer.
This was their last chance. If they lost this round, their eco's in a bad spot, although they do have max loss bonus.
These names waited out. Cloud9 looking to try and take this one further. That's a showstopper. God damn! Oxy is no slowing down. Taking it by brute force now and trying to fight forwards once more. Sato! He's answered back. Potentially a bit of overheating there, but he's done the damage now. It's a 2v2.
Tex only coming into this one with a classic.
King's out into the open. Steady with the aim, eventually tapping down that IGL on the opposite side of things, but Tex has picked up the gun now. In a 1v2, Cloud9 cannot let this one slip. Sees. It's dodged for now, smoke into your face, difficult to get through. They know exactly where Tex is playing from. Holding it side by side, Cloud9. They need every single round.
God, he found the time in there, just as they drop back into tree.
Doubled up towards tree now. Weak enough player, Vic's taking contact! I mean, listen, we saw LEV do the exact same thing on a prior map. This one, admittedly, a little bit harder potentially, but being overwhelmed. Swarmed by potentially those bullets, still with the classics in hand, even a satchel broken mid-air. Cloud9 survive. They hold back LEV when they were making those risky endeavors.
Yeah, Mitch didn't actually take the ult orb, so he's still one off after taking this plant. but he could go to try to hunt. He's got a lot of money in the bank.
Yeah, looking for info. Even a death will earn it for the next.
Yeah, you don't want to die too early when you're in a post plant like this. You don't want to go hunting and give LEV an opportunity to come back in. But if you just, play with a bit of patience.
The Bucky, and there it is. Is there still Garden now offloaded to an abundance of your ults and a util, and really all needs to come to fruition now for Cloud9. It can't be wasted effort or wasted breath. They want to fight forwards again, second guessing themselves. What is the next stage of the play? Fight to be taken again into pit. Blind is good. Leaping forwards again. Is it Cloud9 over fighting? Potentially not. And they have just dominated that high ground position. Tex left to do it again in a 1v2.
Spike planted.
C9 doubling up, taking heaven control, but they were very noisy on the rope there.
Heard the ropes.
Tex knows there's at least one person up here.
Oxy's alone taking this fight now. Vic.
That's a weird angle.
Not ready to really take this one here, but forwards and sharp is the aim by Oxy. Sato with a showstop. When time becomes an issue now, down to the 30 seconds mark, this is going into the B pivot. Sato finally lets loose, unleashes it, but he can't get it off in time. To squeeze that pinch play forwards again with the pit. Drop down, trying to get a move on. Tex obliterates. LEV are finding their windows, the opportunities there, but a showstopper lands at the feet, and Tex is gone. Turned into pink mist. The weaponry might be taken away, but Com has been left to pick up the rest of the pieces. See if he can carve out a path, potentially. Oxy, so damn aggro. Away the hand too much here, but now you see that ult popped off in through into tree. That's a full stick and a full committal as well. Okeanos is forwards again. Vic, he earns himself one. Okeanos has got to do it all, but Net being on that cleanup. Zephyr lying in wait. Strikes where it hurts the most there. This is Cloud9 now bringing it up level. Unless Tex can pull off another miracle, but he's always being pressed into these unwinnable spots.
The C site just not pressured particularly. Tex has been on the outside looking in. And C9 have done another beautiful job
For this fight that's about to kick off right now. Horn in through the back, still guarding on top of it. Forced to respect it. You have a lot of util though. Here it is, vulnerability! No way is Oxy getting away with that.
The King just run into the wall.
Looks like it stuck in the mud. No real chance for it now, but that Odin spam supplementary in nature. Com is looking for a few targets and there's damage done through the walls. This is LEV. It's an all-in from them. It's a 4v4 into their retake. Stalled out by the util.
LEV's buy is going to be shocking if they don't win this.
And it's a must-win to get them up to 12. Either way you slice it, it's going to be the winning play for a potential team here. Vic and Mitch dominating their positions. A snakebite, just a cherry on top. And Okeanos, it's flashy, but too many targets to ISO, too many to hunt out. He's found himself two, but no more past it.
Net taps the door.
Sato so pushed up forwards. There's only the bulldog in his hands, and he is hard committed. There's no escape from that one here. Slipping, backing away. Okeanos, the rightful player, is gone. And Com, just with the stinger in hand, tempted to make a peek, tempted to make a play.
He's got to.
Forwards now as they approach. The door is going to be closing behind them, and this could be the gap he was looking for. Slipping the net right down behind them. Time is of the essence. Tickling away from them. Com, he's already behind them, but noise potentially made. They're already watching it. Well-trained eyes onto the angle. Plant down with no more problems, and Leviathan bleeding out.
How do they possibly consider that Com could be there?
Complete 180 in a turnaround here. Com is just trying to divide it. At least attract as much of their attention as possible. Claim a few kills for it. Potentially there, but a satchel just dislodges him. And LEV have got to do it now with just Tex and King, but they can only do so much. King the IGL will fall. And Cloud9 pull off the impossible.
That is an insane match. That is a ridiculous...